Okay. So listen, we love a good laugh on this program. You guys know that already. I listen, comedy. I always love when Mr. Dexter calls in because he's full of comedic relief and he always shares his jokes with us. And so I was really, really pleased to hear that another version of Rundown is coming to the Cayman Islands, new and revised and fresh. And we've got Caymanian Matt Brown at the helm, and the CNCF is also going to be part of this, an integral part of making sure that this is such a successful event. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to go and have a good belly laugh. And so we've got Matt Brown and Melanie McField here to talk to us about this event. Good morning to both of you. How are you?
Good morning. Good morning. We're
Hey,
good.
morning, Sunday.
How you doing?
Yes. So I am good. I'm good. Nothing like a good opportunity to laugh. And you know what? Nothing like a good poke at yourself as well. Like you just got to see the humor and a lot of things around us. So first of all, Matt, I know that you have been involved in, previous renditions and versions of Rundown for many, many years. And I guess Rundown has come to an end, and you must have been thinking to yourself, we've got to have something to replace this. So how did you come about with this idea of what happening?
Sunday, first off, I'm glad that you understand how to take a laugh at yourself because you're in the show, you know.
Oh Lord,
You're
have
one of our
mercy.
highlights.
Of course.
Yeah, if you make it into the show, pat yourself on the back. That means that you've done something right. You've made an impact in our little
Oh my
island.
goodness.
You made a crater. You make big impacts. Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna be there opening night. Trust me. Cannot
Oh,
wait.
man. Sandy, I used to work at DMS, and
Yes.
you remember when they started to unveil these new stations, and I
Mm-hmm.
said I was taking a tour one day, and I said, "What's going to happen in this Bobo FM?" And they said,
Mm-hmm.
"Oh, it'll be talk radio." And I said, "Well, why you just don't put Sandy in there and lock up the key and lock the door?" And they say, "Oh, no, hush, hush. We don't know what's gonna happen." And look at you now. I need a show like yours. You gotta congrats on your big show, man.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. So we can expect a lot of laughs. Did you also write, as well as, I know you're definitely in it, but did you write a lot of the actual script for the play?
Yeah, I've been writing on and off for since the beginning of the year because obviously it's based on a bit of political commentary, what happens in the
Mm-hmm.
island. You take from the best, the creme de la creme of the news, and you try to curate it
Mm-hmm.
and then give some version of it, some point of view that hopefully people connect with, but at the same time they find surprising.
Mm-hmm.
It's but it just changes so fast. I can't keep up with this. I can't keep what John doing. I wrote him over here, John. What are you doing taking pictures
Yeah.
of
Oh
George
my
Young?
gosh.
I can't keep up with you.
Yeah, boy. Ever
I
changing,
tried to
ever
get it in.
changing.
I'm trying to squeeze all of the last 2 weeks in, but we see.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I mean, comedy, acting, all of that is, as you rightfully say, happening in real time in terms of, especially if it's based off of real life events. So for sure, I'm really looking forward to your comedic interpretation of a lot of what's happening in the Cayman Islands. So the Cayman Islands, the Cayman National Cultural Foundation, Mel is an integral part of pulling this off and making sure that it is a successful event. CNCF recently, Cayman culture has been, and we're going to talk about Cayman culture a little bit later on in the segment. It has been highlighted and it's been in the spotlight. And I know that CNCF does an amazing job putting on a lot of events throughout the year
Mhm.
to really encourage people to participate in Cayman culture, from storytelling to, Red Sky at Night events and dance and all these types of things that are available to the Caymanian people. And I'm always shocked and surprised when they sit down and still say, "Oh, where's our culture?" I'm like, no, where are you? The opportunities are there. There are organizations that are working incredibly hard. Melanie McField heading up CNCF. Are you the cultural director? Tell me your title again, Mel.
Director of Programs and Communications.
Right. So, Mel is always out there trying to get the word out about these amazing events that CNCF is a part of. Everything from Gimme Story. We have, guided tours around Miss Lassie's home. So tell us why it's so important, Mel, for CNCF to be part of this cultural journey that we need to obviously get more people on board with.
Absolutely. So it's always a discussion around culture, and CNCF feels it's our responsibility to get the word out there, to make sure that, our mandate obviously is all things cultural and heritage focused through the arts, whether that's visual, performing arts, dance, music, theater. And it's a dual responsibility. It's the country's responsibility as well as this foundation to make sure that we're all on the same page and we do our part. We just had our second teachers social for the year, which for us is an integral part of getting culture into our curriculum, into our the hands of our educators, the Department of Education Services. Yes, Education Services. So it's a partnership. It's a continued partnership.
Yeah.
And as you said, CNCF is doing so much, but at the same time, we don't want people to feel that we're not doing enough. So we always want the feedback, the involvement of our local community. DOT is happy to promote some of the events that we're doing. So we're bringing that cultural tourism focus in as well. So, and just to segue into Matt, we provide grants for a lot of people to also do cultural and heritage-based projects. And Matt is a fine example of that. We provided funds for Matt through the Grants for the Arts program to write and direct What Happening. So we're happy to have Matt. We're happy to have Matt.
The foundation to me is just like how you would have the foundation of a house. You need something to stand on that's not going to fall out from underneath your feet when you take in a risk. And obviously a production like this is a big investment. There's lots of moving parts, props, set, costumes, there's logistics, there's lighting, there's people that, there's carpentry, there's electrical, there's so much stuff that's happening behind the scenes. But unless somebody subsidizes it, it's not going to work. Because to take off time from my current day-to-day to be full-time into this, you need somebody to step into the gap. So a huge thank you to the CNCF, to Natalie Urquhart, to Mel, to her staff. There's a lot of people with good hearts and who understand what it takes to bring a production to the stage. Also, just because Sandra, what you're saying is this is our culture, right? What is culture? Is what we do, right? What we do is that we log on to CMR every morning. That's what we do. That's what people do. What people do, they go camping. That's what they do. They go to Pirates Week. They go out in the street. They want to dance in the road. That's what they do. So every year we have a culture of coming out to laugh at ourselves. We have a culture of putting up the mirror and saying, "Hey, look at us." So culture and heritage are often mixed up and a little bit misunderstood. But if our culture is going to Kamana Bay on Friday, then that's the way it is. If our culture is sitting at home, if we want to turn our culture into sitting at home on the couch and watching Netflix, it's up to us. But if you want the culture to be to have texture, if you want the culture to be something that you can be proud of, it's up to all of us to do things. So adults, we need to have fun, but at some point, I think in Cayman, we boiled it down to drinking and dancing. We said, "Hey, give me the bottle and turn off the lights, and I'll be over here in the corner winding up." But there's something called the theater. So for all of us, we need to broaden your palette a little bit. And congrats to CDS. They just did a sold-out show featuring our headliner as well, Michael McLaughlin. But congrats to the Cayman Drama Society. they then the CDS or Cayman Drama Society, I think that they have a lot of support from the UK population that is here, because that was a part of their culture. If you were living in the UK, maybe once every few months you would go to the theater. So there's some muscle memory in getting involved in the theater. And but we have it for us. We had it for Rundown. So anybody who liked Rundown, if you like Mad TV, if you like Saturday Night Live, if you like Family Guy, it's a big hot mess.
Yes.
And to add to what Matt's saying too, Sandy, what happening is a comedic show that we want to focus more on the physical comedic performances of the actors.
Yeah.
So we've pared back from the usual set that a Rundown would actually display, so that the focus is on the actors and not so much on what's behind them. But we do have a beautiful set in place, and I believe it's a great spin on how things are traditionally done with Matt's creativity. So people have so much to look forward to. And also, we want to clarify too that this is not Rundown.
Yes.
But it continues the legacy of the Caymanian comedy that was established by Dave Martins and Mr. Henry Matu. So we want to make that very clear. This is What Happening, directed and written by Matt Brown. I really wanted him to be in it, but I know he can perform miracles, but he's not that good yet.
Don't take on too much. Yeah.
I know, exactly.
Yeah. So tell us, what can we expect for the first version of What Happening, Matt? What's in there? Give us a little tips of, don't give away too much, but just a little teaser.
Yeah, not too much.
Just a reminder for all of your fans, you guys have never seen Sandy like this.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Yeah, so and it mightn't be even the current version. You might get an old school version of Sandy. So for all of your fans on this show, you guys have to come out. We have to officially say goodbye to our ex-governor, and we have to welcome our new governor.
Oh, okay. Yes, of course.
Don't forget Roper. Roper, he was one of the greatest steel pan players of our time.
Yes.
And then you got Jimmy Lapierre, and you got Earl Lapierre, and then you got Roper. Yeah, so
I'm learning something myself.
Yeah, he made his own steel pan, He made it
I'm excited.
In Industrial Park.
Yes. Okay.
I got a sneak peek of it last night, Sandy.
Yes.
I will say no more.
Oh my gosh.
What else is going on?
Nice.
We got all your favorite politicians. We got, we'll spill a little bit of political drama. We have Miss Cayman, your favorite, Sandra, some Miss Cayman juice. That spills out.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. Well, I'm looking forward. All of those things sound very, very topical and very entertaining. So definitely looking forward to it. So, folks, I think anyone who puts themselves out there in an artistic way, painters, dancers, performers, writers, you've got to really give them props, because it's not easy. Ultimately, you put your work on the stage, literally in this case, for other people to judge it, to talk about it, to give feedback. And, through that process, Matt will no doubt develop and tweak his skill set, but you don't want to miss this. I mean, this is going to be the first What Happening. You always want to be able to look back in history and say, you know what, when you're like old and you got your grandchildren around you, I remember when all the way back in 2023, that Matt Brown boy, I tell you. Come on out, folks. This is your opportunity. Hey, one of these days, Matt, I'm going to come and be in your play. I've got a little bit of the acting bug.
I was just going to suggest that, Sandy, with that display of accent just now. Yes.
Yeah, but we could cast you. You could play yourself. You could play Georgette A. Banks. You could play Consuelo.
Oh my God! When I was younger, I was in the theater.
You could play. You want to play Julie? Or you want to play?
Oh, geez, peace. I'm not so sure my skirt's quite good on that far, but we can find something. Good morning, caller. Welcome to the program.
Morning.
Hello.
Morning.
Matt, you know what I'd like to see?
Yeah, tell me, Denny.
I'd like to see Sandra preparing for bed, putting on her nightcap.
Yeah.
Oh,
That you hear that topical she was just referring to? Rubbing some roach lotion on
Oh,
her skin.
geez, peace.
Man, you would have a laugh.
He wants to see the nighttime routine, but I don't think it's that bad, Denny. But yeah, he's already giving me ideas for next year.
Routine. Sandra, I don't know what time you wake up. I don't know if you had breakfast this morning. I don't know if you wake up at 3 o'clock and cook ackee in the dark. I don't know what you're doing. How you
we should probably do a skit around because nobody thinks that I sleep. So people are like, clearly you do not sleep. So we got to probably do something around that. But people are already giving you ideas for next year, boy.
Yeah, my Denny, I'll see you there, brother.
All right, take care.
I appreciate it. Of course, 936-2626. The phone lines are indeed open. So tell us a little bit about when it starts and how people can get tickets, show times, all of those details.
So for the listening audience, Sandy, we have 3 consecutive weekends starting this weekend, this Friday, the 29th of September. And it's every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday through to the 15th of October. The shows for Fridays and Saturdays start at 7:30 p.m., but the gates open at 6:30. Come out and enjoy a beverage of your taste before the show starts.
Okay.
And
will you have any apple cider? Cause this is my beverage of choice these days. It makes me very saucy.
Any particular brand? Have it just for you in stock, just for you.
It's Bragg's apple cider vinegar.
All right. I'll have a cold one for you. On Sundays, we also have a Sunday show as well, and that starts at 6 p.m. and the doors open at 5 p.m. And tickets can be purchased right here at the CNCF office. Okay. And the tickets are $25 for adults and $15 for seniors 65 and over or children 12 and under. So they're reasonably priced, you know. Yes, and we have quite a few weekends that are getting close to sold out. So people are buying for various weekends. So get your tickets now. You can get those on eventpro.ky, online tickets on eventpro.ky.
Beautiful. Can we give away a ticket on this morning's show?
Absolutely.
Yes, we need a trivia question. Mel, you pick one out. Maybe do a CNCF.
Yes. When was CNCF founded?
9362626. Get yourself an adult ticket. Charm says, "Kiss my teeth. I'm going to miss it." Where you going, Charm? Come out on this weekend. And you know what? I love how the one thing I love about like live performances, plays and so on, people really get together as friends, like a group of friends, as you say, and start buying tickets. So everybody starts messaging each other, you know, when are you going? Let's make sure that we go to same night and organize yourself, folks. It's a good time. You know, you can do dinner before, you can do dinner after. If you like to do a later dinner, go out, have a good and fantastic time. You got somebody who thinks that they know the answer. Good morning, caller.
Morning.
How you doing?
Good morning.
Okay.
All right. What do you think? Do you know the answer?
1984.
You're absolutely correct.
I didn't even know the answer, so I'm glad somebody.
Well done. Well done. Congratulations. You just won yourself a ticket to go see what's happening.
And a guest. She can bring a guest as well. There we go. So 2 tickets.
Oh my gosh.
That's how CNCF does it, Sandy. You know, we can't have you come in by yourself. But to add to what you said about friends getting together, this is also great corporate team building opportunity as well. We had a group just purchased 25 tickets for their employees. So
yes, making everybody laugh.
Yes.
Yeah, come up with the people that you like, and also come up with the people that you don't like, and you don't know, what type of bonds and friendships will form when you're in the Harquail drinking 3, 4, 5s and watching what's happening on stage.
Or apple cider, like Sandy will be drinking.
Oh, we got Lord, we need more tea. Go easy and giving them that one. All right, caller, give me 1 second. I'm actually going to send Mel your telephone number. and then she's going to reach out to you to ensure that you get your tickets for the evening that you are able to attend. So congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, my dear. So that lucky winner and a friend are going to go courtesy of CNCF and get to see this performance. I'm so excited. Marion is asking any possibility that the show might be extended beyond the dates just announced.
Marianne, Marianne, get your life together. Plan your life, Marianne. Stop fooling around with us. You think that these people can just take extra time off? We might take the show to Cayman Brac.
Yes.
We would love to bring it to the Brac. We will not bring it to Little Cayman. There's only booby birds over there and a couple of tourists. So we hope that we can
try to plan, Marion. Don't plan based on a possible extension. Plan around the dates that you know it's going to happen. Make it clear your calendar, girl. You don't want to miss this. Alejandro's begging that last caller. Yes, Alejandro's begging that last caller to take him as her +1.
Alejandro, you're in the show, brother. Don't miss out. Even Alejandro made it.
Alejandro. Yeah. Al Ebanks in the house says the creative minds are always moving stuff around. It's exciting to see new things happening. All the best, Matt Brown. So of course, Al.
Thank you.
An artist himself appreciates the creative process. Charmene says that I want to go the night that Sandy's going.
That's every night, Charmene.
I should do a whole entourage, right? Come with people in tow.
Yeah.
Marion, you're off island, but when are you back? Because we're doing it for 3 consecutive weeks.
Yep, 3 consecutive weekends, all the way to the 15th of October.
Yes. So another person, Miss Debs, says, I was not planning on going, but now that I know that Sandy's in it, I cannot miss it.
Yeah,
wow.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Don't miss it. There's something that was interesting when we were doing Rundown. I noticed that the audience was very Caymanian based, but I tried my best to ensure that the actors speak in the proper English vernacular. They are hitting their consonants, and I want the dialogue to be understood and appreciated by everybody. So if you are an expatriate, you're welcome to come out. If you're a Caymanian, if you're a paper Caymanian, if you're a pet of a Caymanian, if you're on the island, you will, there are jokes in there that you will understand. Don't feel like this is a Caymanian only thing and this is for them. No, this is for you.
And this is how, anyone who really wishes to integrate into our society, like you said, this is part of our culture. This is part of the things that we do on an annual basis. So Alejandro says, don't forget the coconut trees. Selvin says, Matt is one of the best actors. Not sure why we can't put up some of the local works on the international stage. Interesting. Caller, good morning and welcome to the program.
Morning. Can you just repeat the date and times again? I missed it. And,
yes.
And how much for the ticket?
Okay.
So it starts this weekend. The 29th, Friday the 29th of September. And it goes through the 3 consecutive weekends until the 15th of October, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, starting at 7:30 on Fridays and Saturdays and at 6 p.m. on Sundays.
Beautiful. And we'll put, we've got lots of social media links. We'll put those up. We've got stuff on the website. So just click on that and that'll redirect you to exactly where you can purchase your tickets. So no excuses really to not make this happen, folks. It's going to be a beautiful performance. We see Selvin saying that he really enjoys Matt and asking if it might ever go international. What do you think, Matt? Who knows?
Hey, once you get the format together, because this is what happened in Cayman. If you want, I could do what happened in Jamaica, what happened in USA. What happening in any part of the world, but let me focus right now.
Yeah, let's get Cayman on the map.
I appreciate your faith, brother, but I got some work to do here.
Very good. And we've got Mr. Marshall joining us in North Carolina, Caymanian living abroad, says congrats on the show, Matt and Mel.
Thank you.
And again, here's some details for those of you who need to jot it down. Take your time. Kimura says that you're joining us from John Gray High School. Kimora, your hands look like they're a little bit too quick on the keyboard now. If you keep putting all those messages, we're going to have to block you. So we're going to put you in a little timeout because you look like you don't know how to use a keyboard yet. So when you figure it out, you can come back and behave yourself. All right. Rough Seas says, very interesting what he said. What is Cayman culture? He nailed it right on the head, but didn't hit the nail hard enough. Yes, sir. The only time we see Cayman culture shine is only during certain holidays. The rest of the time, there's nothing to do other than go to home. And there's not a lot of fun activities to do other than that, especially for the teens. So naturally, they will go into other physical activities. Well, I'm going to disagree with you, Rough Seas, and tell you that sometimes you got to scratch beneath the surface and look for what there is to do. And there's always something going on in the Cayman Islands. In fact, a lot of people complain that some weekends they got to pick and choose because there's so many options. So they don't know what to do. So you got to make sure. Is there a membership to CNCF, Mel? Can people join?
No, we don't have a membership, Sandy. However, we do have workshops that are coming up for those interested in storytelling. We have our Gimme Story coming up, but not just for Gimme Story, but for those that are interested in storytelling across the board. And we have those workshops coming up in a few weeks, as well as an acting and drama workshop coming up in November. So there's quite a bit of activity going on here at the foundation. And we're going to share that calendar hopefully within the next week for those that are interested in the performing arts and the literary and visual arts as well. So if you have a child that's very artistic, please contact CNCF and we'll be happy to provide you with more information on activities that we have that will definitely be of benefit to your child.
And even if they're not artistic, something like this, exposing them to the arts is really, really important. So I wanted to say that the CNCF website, they've got a whole section here on cultural activity packs designed to be fun and educational for children of all ages. So both educators, students, and parents can use these materials. And folks, this is free. Don't we love free stuff? Free materials. So you can go on here. Here, this one, Know Your Culture. Hello. What that is, what you say, who you for. They've got a reader stater, all these little books. And basically you just click on it. It comes up like as a PDF. And then folks, you're able to download it. And it's an activity book for you and your kids to be able to use. This is fantastic. Let me see here.
And
look at this.
Sandy, we're updating our website. We're in the process of doing an entire website revamp. So we're going to have even more resources for parents and educators to access from the CNCF website. And we're doing a really cool docuseries called Cayman Makers that I would love to come on and discuss in the future. But that's something to definitely look forward to as well.
Yeah.
And I think you and I had a brief discussion about that as well.
Yes.
So
parents,
looking forward to that.
When you don't know where to begin, I can tell you that there are available resources for you that gives you ideas, things you can do around the house. It's not going to cost no pile of money. Sometimes you just need a little pen and paper and an open mind. And there's lots of fun activities for the entire family. So there's no excuse, folks, for not knowing your culture. There's no excuse for not going out and enjoying what's happening. That's coming up here shortly. So get your tickets, get them early. That would be my recommendation. 3 consecutive weekends, the comedy show is going to be on, and it's being written and directed by Matt Brown. And of course, someone is asking, is it going to be streamed in any way?
No, Chai, we don't.
Nope.
No, this is a locked-in event.
Honey,
I would take your phone at the door, I'd put it in an envelope, and I wouldn't give it back until you leave. We don't want flash photography. We don't want videos. It's a live experience. Yeah, you have to be there to get the best of it. So
all right,
we have some video segments that we got under our belt, but you need to come out. You need to get the flesh and blood into the theater.
All right, Cameron says to bring some Panadol because your belly is going to be hurting.
Yeah, bring an asthma pump if you can't breathe.
CNCF does not provide asthma pumps, so please.
Oh my God, right? Now, when was the last time there was a comedy show? There hasn't been anything post-COVID, right? So this is the first post-COVID one? Comedy show of any kind at Hartwell? I kind of think so.
As far as where the CNCF is involved in the production, yes, correct.
Yeah, okay.
Correct.
Valerie says, don't forget the chickens crossing at the pedestrian crosswalk. Morning, Dominique. Charlene is here in the house. She says, what's tuning in? What did I just miss? So Miss Charlene, what you don't want to miss, take out your little notepad now because everybody's in class and y'all got to pay attention in class now. What you do not want to miss is what's happening. It's the latest K-Man comedy show being sponsored by CNCF. Matt Brown is writing, directing, lots of interesting topical, comedy skits throughout. So get your tickets early. You can go online and purchase your tickets, only $25, which I think is a great deal. So Siobhan is excited. Charlene getting excited. Dominique getting excited. Ingrid says, I love comedy. I'm going to grab my tickets. Good for you, honey chill. Very good.
That's Ingrid.
All right. So sounds good. Sounds good. Well, thank you so much to Matt and Mel this morning for joining us. Duran said he just bought 4 tickets online. Woo!
All right. There we go. Thank you.
Good stuff. Yes. Support. Go get your tickets, folks. I'm gonna talk to you guys off here about when I'm coming. I don't want to stampede, so I might have to. But again, thank you so much, Melanie McField, Matt Brown, getting ready for what's happening starting this weekend. So make sure you get in early. Early bird catches a worm, and we're looking so forward to this comedy show.
Thanks for having us, Sandy. Looking forward to seeing all of you there.
Thank you so much. And I love the show numbers this morning, folks. 421 and getting higher by the minute.